He was a victim of this COVID stuff, and he's pretty much recovered. And he wrote a little song about it. And this is called "I Love You, Don't Touch Me." We'll wait for Paul to get the screen going here.
It should be loading now. Do you see it yet?
Not yet. There it is. Okay. As I sit here alone, sheltering in place, I'm missing my sweet love and imagine her face. As the days go by, the more I miss her so. As I know you're not supposed to go, but the days turn into weeks, and finally we agreed to meet somewhere tonight. Open my arms with a big old hug, and this is what she said to me. I love you, don't touch me, that's the way it's gonna be. I love you, don't touch me, stay 6 feet away from me. I love you, don't touch me, it's a new reality. I love you, don't touch me, that's the way it's gonna be. So yesterday I called my mom to see if she was fine. I brought her some food and some toilet paper. I stood in some real long lines. Wore a mask and did what I was asked to make sure that she got fed. I opened my arms for a hug and a kiss, and this is what she said. I love you, don't touch me, that's the way it's gonna be. I love you, don't touch me, stay 6 feet away from me. I love you, don't touch me, it's a new reality. I love you, don't touch me, that's what she said to me. I love you, don't touch me, that's the way it's gonna be. I love you, don't touch me, stay 6 feet away from me. I love you, don't touch me, it's a new reality. I love you, don't touch me, that's what she said to me. That's it.
Very good.
That was good.
I thought that was a cute song.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
it was playable too.
Yeah.
And fitting to the times.
There you go.
Unfortunately.
Yes, all these musicians at home, we've certainly got a lot of music
Yeah.
coming out of this.
Yes.
Mimi, you got something this week?
Sure, I've got something, and you have it.
Oh,
And there are a whole bunch of chords,
wait.
but it's not as bad as it looks from all the chords.
I forgot that I have it. I'm not ready. Maybe.
Well, if you don't have it, that's okay. Everybody probably knows the tune "All of Me."
I've got it.
Yeah.
It's not far away. Just let me find it real quick.
Hurry, I'm not going anywhere.
We'll have a commercial break.
There
This,
you go.
this message is brought to you by Pepsodent or something like that.
I thought you were going to hold up a beer bottle, but it's a
Not yet, it's too early. There may be children present.
Oh, okay.
Or cats.
Or cat.
I already started a beer, but
Oh, okay.
you know, I figure we're allowed.
Yeah.
You know, I've got this much water left, and then I'm going to beer.
Okay. So don't be put off by all these chords.
Yeah.
It's
Holy cow! It's 2 full rows of chords.
I know. But
And
it's
I know that there's one missing. There's also an extra
Oh
one.
yeah, there's one missing. It's an F minor, and basically, it says F minor 6, but don't even worry about that.
I
F,
don't know any six-finger chords.
I've got the C and the A minor down already.
right. You just take an F and you move that A, the second fret, I don't know, is that the 4th string? I always forget if it's the 1st or the 4th. And you just move it down a fret. So the A becomes A flat. It's really nothing. It's basically, it's in the key of C, so if you just focus on C and G7 and maybe F and skip the rest, you'll be fine. So it's got a little, I did this little intro, and let's see if I can do it.
Everybody, mute your microphone while Mimi plays.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay. You took my kisses, you took my love. You taught me how to care. Am I to be just the remnant of a one-sided love affair? All you took I gladly gave. There's nothing left for me to say. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cried. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? And that's it.
That was great.
Very good.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Once you get by that intro.
That's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I don't think I've ever heard the verse. I only know the chorus.
I never heard the verse either, but as Walter knows, Eustace Brown has all the verses to all these songs, and the verses are so wonderful.
I had to hunt around to find somebody singing the verse so I knew what the melody was going
That's
to be.
hard sometimes.
Yeah, I had trouble finding the only one actually I found 2 on YouTube, and one was Eustace Brown, and then I couldn't remember the name of the other ones, and I went back to you, and you know how you go back and you can't find, and they were really good. It was a duo.
I
You know,
found
you-
a recording that seemed like it was from 31, so it may have been the first time it was recorded. And it was in a different key, but at least you get an idea. I think it was a different key. I listened to a couple. But it wasn't all that easy. Mostly people have only recorded the chorus.
Yeah. Almost
Mimi,
every-
there's a history button on YouTube. You can go back and look at everything you've looked at.
Yeah, I really would like to hear that couple again. They were so good, and I think they were both playing.
Has anybody heard the Willie version, Willie Nelson?
Yeah.
I think I've heard him, but
Does he only do the He doesn't do the
Yeah,
verses?
Billy only does the choruses of these old songs.
I think Steve Martin has a version of it too, where he does the
That
whole.
would be great. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good ukulele player, isn't he?
He's a good everything.
Banjo player. I don't
The
know
banjo
about
player, and he had somebody dub in his ukulele.
Really? Oh, well, so much.
No, that's not
Lyle Ritz do it.
that.
Oh, well, Lyle Ritz is a good ukulele player.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a good source of music, but he did a bad job of miming for somebody who's so good at the banjo. I think he could have done a better job of miming his ukulele player, but whatever.
Well,
I guess he didn't think we'd be paying attention.
yeah, he thought
Hey,
nobody
Steve.
cared for ukulele.
Gary and Paulette, y'all want to play your song?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second.
Alrighty.
Tell me when.
It's a song I know. I've heard it before,
Probably once or twice.
once or twice. Yeah.
Price million.
All right, everybody mute.
What's the name of it?
Country roads.
Oh, okay.
Home, or Take Me Home, Country Roads. And when I found out, I don't know about it. I've never been to West Virginia, and I sort of found out that it looks like that John Denver has never been to West Virginia either, because he was born in New Mexico and lived in Texas and Arizona and California, and I think he did a little short stint in Alabama, but that's most of the time he's been in Colorado or out west somewhere. So
Yeah, sort of a Westerner.
yeah.
So
He
anyway.
may not have been. He may just.
Pardon?
Maybe he never did. You can just make this stuff
Oh
up.
yeah, well,
Exactly.
that's the whole
I don't.
writing songs. They're not necessarily
Yeah, right.
autobiographical.
I didn't think he wrote the song. He just sang it.
Oh, he
He wrote it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He also his first big hit, although that he didn't do it. He was "Leaving on a Jet Plane" that Peter, Paul, and Mary had a #1 hit with.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
We could do that
Okay,
sometime.
well, let's-
Okay, let's do it.
There we go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty haze of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take
take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home down country road. Take me home down country road. Take me home down country road.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's a great choice too.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good key.
Yeah.
Close
was-
it.
He
It was,
sings it is like up 2 or 3 notches,
Yeah.
like up in G or something.
Jerry couldn't sing that high, but I could, so anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
that was
there's
a very
people that have like a 4-octave range. Well, I've got about a 4-note range.
you and me both. Yeah.
Oh, you're funny.
Half an octave is about as far as I go. It's very hard to find the right key. Gary Goble, you got something to play?
Yeah. Let me do this one here. It's a song by the Byrds. The Byrds were a big group, as you may know, judging from your gray hair. In the late '60s, early '70s, spawned a lot of other groups. Very influential in the mainstream. So I'm going to do one of the more socially acceptable songs, Mr. Spaceman. So, you ready?
We're ready.
All right, haven't done it in a long time. I'm just working on it. Woke up this morning with light in my eyes, and then realized it was still dark outside. There was a light coming down from the sky. I don't know who or why. Must be those strangers that come every night. Those saucer-shaped lights put people uptight. The blue-green footprints that glow in the dark. I hope they get home all right. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride? Woke up this morning, I was feeling quite weird. Had flies in my beard, my toothpaste was smeared. Over my window, read my name, said so long we'll see you again. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride? I'm lost. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you outside. Needs a little work.
That's good, thank you.
It sounded great.
Yeah, that was good. That was nice.
A lot of
Great
fun.
local importance.
Walter, I see you geared up. So does that mean you're ready to play?
I was just getting ready for whenever it was my turn.
Now it's your
Go
turn.
ahead.
The act of getting ready made it your turn. Okay.
Okay. I think probably everybody recognizes this song. One of those New Orleans classics. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. No use sitting here singing the blues. We might guess you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Feel like jumping, baby. Won't you join me, please? I don't like begging, but I'm now on bended knees. I gotta keep 'em moving, baby, I ain't lying. My heart is beating rhythm and it's right on time. So be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Woo-wee, woo-wee, baby, woo-wee, woo-wee, baby, woo-wee, woo-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? I feel like jumping, baby. Won't you join me, please? I don't like begging, but I'm down on bended knees. I gotta keep it rockin', get my hat off the rack. I gotta boogie woogie like a knife in the back. So be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Sorry, I took away your music sooner than I was supposed to.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't need music for that part.
But, okay.
Hey, Walter, do you know when that was written?
Oh, I imagine it's probably sometime around 1960, somewhere in that ballpark.
I didn't really know
remember
that song that well.
My whole life, but I never heard the whole. I don't remember the whole song, just the ooey baby part, you know.
Let me take you on a sea cruise. Yeah.
I think I saw Jill Clayburgh do that on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. But it's always been a favorite of mine.
I like that song. Yeah, I'm glad to have heard it all
I
the way
just wanted
through.
to say something easy.
Barbara, you got something tonight?
I do. This is a song that was written in the 1920s. It was made popular in 1964 by Connie Francis. And if anybody remembers Connie Francis.
Oh, yeah.
And then other people sung it. Mary Lou Lewis sang it, and and who else? Patsy Cline, and then somebody else who's not country sang it. I know. But anyway, the song is "Who's Sorry Now." The chords are pretty simple. One of these days I'll get it together to have it down, but I don't right now. Basically, the chords are C, E7, and A7 and D7. You can probably figure it out. Sorry now. Sorry now. Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end. Just like a friend. I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way. Now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Right to the end, just like a friend. I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way. Now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. I'm glad that you're sorry now. I love that song. Young, I love that song. I don't know about any of you guys.
Well, Barbara, that went from C to E7 to A7. What's the next chord?
D7.
C7?
D7.
D7, okay.
I
All right. So just following the circle of fifths around then.
guess so. I'll have to look at the circle of fifths. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Well, that 5'2", eyes of blue,
Oh,
that does that same progression. You start out on the C, then you go down to the E, and you follow it up to A, then D, then G.
Oh, right. You skip down and then go back 1/5.
That's right.
Go back and forth. Yeah.
That's right. I can't hear you, Barbara.
I did study the circle of fifths once, and I have the books, but I'll have to do a review.
Well, there's I forget who it was, put on a seminar for the Austin Ukulele Society.
Yeah, I
think
went.
it was
And
Bob.
if you follow it down, it goes from C, and then then it jumps down, and then it follows its way back up. And apparently, a lot of songs do that progression. Interesting study in that.
Yeah, I should do that more. Study that more. Theory. Oh well. Someday.
That circle of fifths has a lot of information in it.
Yeah.
The Rosetta Stone of music,
Yeah.
I only kind of halfway know it. I know it like close to C. F.
Well, the way
and
I follow it is bead, B-E-A-D,
yeah,
and then G and C and F. On the right-hand side.
yeah.
We have something with the circle.
And then the flats.
Then it goes bead on the way down for the flats.
Does it go either one way fifths and the other way fourths?
Correct.
That's right.
What
Yeah.
you said is by fourths.
Counterclockwise is fourths.
Okay,
Clockwise is fifths. Depending on how you write it.
G,
Jazz people write it backwards.
I didn't know that.
Flaps to the counterclockwise and sharps clockwise, right? From high note.
Typically,
That's right.
If you're going fifths to the clockwise, and
fifths is
Okay.
clockwise and counterclockwise is fourths? Is that right?
Yeah, in that diagram,
Diagram.
Martin was just showing us.
Clockwise is fifths, counterclockwise is fourths.
Hotel California is a good example.
Okay.
Oh, going through that sequence, a sequence like that. I did not know that. Jack, you got a song for us?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Cool.
I always like his.
I like it already.
French song.
This is a song. Title is in a foreign language. I can't pronounce it. The translation, I'm told, is Americans are fools and they will gladly buy our funny hats.
I like any song you got to get a costume for.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll play through it, and for the coda, there's basically a street sounds that I got off the internet. So it's actual people talking in this foreign language, in this foreign country. And it's always set your expectations really low. So.
All right, let's hear it.
Je suis enchanté.
Very good.
Enchanté.
That's great.
Yeah,
That was fabulous, Jack.
Oh, man.
Gérard Depardieu.
I like your tying in the melodica men.
Hey, you just really raised the bar on that, though.
I
Now,
know.
That was amazing, really.
What was that thing you were blowing into?
Oh, the last thing was the highlight was Parisians speaking. They were recorded just off the Boulevard Saint Michel
Yeah.
speaking, but somebody detected that their French had just a hint of New Zealand accent.
Ah.
Basically, that's a clip from Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So what were
Yeah.
you blowing into
Yeah,
to
what was
make
that?
the accordion sound?
That was a kazoo.
That was a
That was a
kazoo.
kazoo?
Cool.
Oh, just kidding, Walter. That was a harmonica.
I knew what it was. I really
like a
like
keyboard with a hose.
That was really
Keyboard
good.
with the
Yeah,
hose.
that's a great song. I love that
Yeah.
song.
Absolutely, but the melodica just has a sort of accordion, French accordion sound.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey, Jack, are you familiar with the Melodica Men on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah, it's a duet.
Yeah,
They're phenomenal.
great.
I try
It's
not
great.
to watch them because I just don't play the melodica for 6 months after that.
Two guys play the melodica. They do all kind of really great stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's other sort of virtuosi as well.
yeah. Oh, these guys are real professional musicians, but they're having fun with the melodica.
Oh.
Well, I look forward to hearing some of this stuff in person someday. 'Cause, you know,
If we ever get to meet again.
Yes.
yeah.
Someday.
Doesn't seem like it's going to be soon.
I didn't have a beret.
Yeah, the beret was a nice touch.
That was great.
It was like a newsboy hat or
Oh,
something.
you tricked me. I thought it was a beret.
I didn't. That's why I was a little confused about the country at first. But
What country did you think it was,
I
man?
had no idea. I couldn't recognize it from the hat. But then when you started playing the song, I knew it had to be France because I knew the song.
That was great.
I thought it was like some Eastern European type of hat or something.
I thought it sounded like Vie En Rose, actually.
Yeah,
was
that's
Vie
what
En
it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody gets the prize, yeah. But it at least sounds like what it was supposed to because there were a lot of wrong notes on it.
Well, making it sound like an accordion was fantastic. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was all the instrument, not me.
Guys, I joined late. Did anyone welcome Deanna to the group here today?
Hello, Deanna.
Okay.
No, wait.
Hi, I don't know her.
No. Thank you for
Deanna.
thank you for being the ambassador, Steve.
Yeah.
Deanna, do you want to play? Okay, that's fine. How about you, Fred?
You're going to get to see Deanna on the upcoming Austin Ukulele Society video.
Good.
Oh,
cool.
excellent.
She's a contributor.
Oh, good.
How is that going?
It's all in my hands now.
It's all your fault now. Okay.
I've got all the inputs.
You just got to stir them up and.
Yeah, just stir 'em up. It's easy from here. Just sit back and wait for it to get done. I've lost track of who I've asked. Mary Jane, you haven't played. I'm sure you've got a song.
Yeah, I've got one. I was going to do a Janice Ian song. It's the only one I know, but it's called Memphis, and the chords are easy to play. It's just that they don't have a real good pattern for following. That's what I've tried to get it memorized. You know, I never could get it memorized because every time you think you should be playing a G or an A or something, you're on the wrong chord. So, but it's in D, and it starts out D, A, D, G, D, and then A, D, A seventh, and G, A, D, G, A, D. You know, that's the trouble. You know, I can't tell you what the pattern is, but it. For the three chords that it does a pretty good job with the tune. That's one reason I've liked it so much. So here goes. Memphis by Janice Ian. and the songs no one can hear. But her memory lingers and slips through my fingers and into this river of tears. If you could see Memphis the way that I do, she would look different to you. Queen of the Delta, tip your tiara. Memphis, the belle of the blues. So roll on, my sweet magnolia, roll on. Now the memory lingers and slips through my fingers and into this river of tears. If you could see Memphis the way that I do, she would look different to you. Queen of the Delta, tip your tiara. Memphis, the belle of the blues. Memphis, the belle of the blues.
Well done.
Very nice.
Nice song.
I should have warned you it was a sad one, but
It's pretty.
so the kazoo was supposed to have a sad song that instead of a funny song.
Well, you know,
A funny
given
sound.
the refrain, you'd think it'd be a blues song.
Well, yeah, it sort of is. It's only got 1/7 chord in it, and then that the order of the chords is so weird. You know, that's
I have to
doesn't
say-
form a good blues.
I was putting so much effort into playing along that I wasn't listening to the lyrics, so I didn't know it was a sad song except by general.
So did you succeed in getting the chords?
No.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Occasionally.
for me, they're, I don't know if I'll ever have it memorized because they're so weird. But
Yeah, sometimes
and
it
make
was
a
like
pretty
un-
tune.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I knew where it was going, and other times I went the wrong direction. So, yeah, it was hard to predict. Anybody else?
I've actually got another song,
Yeah, let's hear it.
and I could wait for the beer, but sometimes they don't get recorded if I.
I know. I
in
sometimes
the
stop
beer
it at the
section,
beer.
and so I probably just as soon do it now and get it over with if
Yeah.
nobody else has one.
Go ahead.
Okay, well this one is Tumbling, Tumbleweeds.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah, it's more familiar, but it does have 3 parts. It's got an intro, and the choruses are what people usually think of when they think of Tumbling, Tumbleweeds, the see them tumbling down. And then it's also got a bridge to it. And I'm going to put a kazoo break in the middle of it.
Well, what key are we in?
It's in G.
All right. Thank
But
you.
the choruses, the G intro, the intro starts off in G, and the choruses start off in C, and then they're followed with a B or a B7.
Okay.
And then, but they end in a G, and then the bridge starts with a D. So it's almost like the bridge changes keys or something. So I can't. Once again, it's a hard song to memorize.
My mic will be muted, so it won't matter if I play the wrong chord. Go ahead.
Yeah, really. Give it a try. It's a fun song. I'm faster than I'd planned, but at least it got done faster.
Turned out nice. I like that speed.
We should do that song one day if we ever get together as a group again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll try to get a decent song sheet for it, but I'm going to have to completely type it over for ukulele style, and that's what's stopping me getting song sheets together, because I just have to type songs up from scratch, and it's tough.
Yeah. Well, there are some places that have a lot of songs already done, so it might be that if you went to one of them and searched, you'd find close enough approximation that you could edit, or just leave it well enough alone. I don't know.
Yeah, getting them in the right key is important for me, because I don't have that great of a range, and so I a lot of times like to have a song exactly in the right key.
I'm with you. I know. I've got a song.
Hey.
We'll see if I can. It's all about the strum rhythm, and I'm not sure I'll remember it until I get halfway through it, but whatever. Let's see. Mama's pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When the papa found out, he began to shout and started the investigation. It's against the law, was against the law. What the mama saw was against the law. The mama looked down and spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. And the papa say, oh, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention. Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Da da da. Dun, 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 whoa, in a couple of days they come and take me away, but the priest says then the radical priest come to get me released. It was all on the cover of Newsweek. Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, the Queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
That was great.
Really good.
Thanks.
I heard Paul Simon do that probably 35 years ago at the Irwin Center, and everybody just went bananas, and he stopped and he looked around and he said, that was fun, let's do it again, and he played the whole song over again.
I like that song a lot. That one is, I had to try it in 3 different keys before I found the one.
It was great.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty easy key to play. Although the key he sang it in, or at least the recording, is in A, and that's sort of easy to play. But I think this one's even a little easier. I'll post it.
How are you?
I always think of A as the guitarist chord. You know, if you play a song in A or an E, that means you're playing guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
Or C, that means you're playing a ukulele.
Yeah. Well, in A, there's an E in there that is a little hard to hit, but there's a lot of attempted anyway left-hand mutes in there, and some of those left. It was either four-string chords where it's easy to just lift, or leaves an open pinky for laying across the strings. So that was where all the work went anyway. I don't think I've quite got the strum to match the song. I think I'm going to work on it a little more. And in the original recording, there's like 2 or more guitars, one in your left ear and one in your right ear. So maybe I'll make a video of it. I don't know.
There you go.
Well, I think it's time to declare beer time.
I think so too. Okay, I'm going to
Drive over to the Brutorium and come right back.
Got the good stuff, Marty.
Hello.
Yeah, upgraded.
Cervecería Modelo.
I'm going to say good night. Thank y'all.
See you, Fred.
Good night. Good to see you again.
Well, Steve, tell us about your latest project.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
This is new.
It's very
I
pretty.
got this yesterday. I have one that's similar to this. I have an ebony, a striped ebony one.
Wow.
That's a tenor. This one is a Pisen. This one is all laminate rosewood all the way around.
Oh.
Wow.
It's really pretty. It's not really loud.
You think it's because it doesn't have much hole?
I'm sorry?
You think it's not very loud because it doesn't have much hole opening?
Well, I think rosewood is a denser wood.
Okay.
See, rosewood is used for back and sides, not for the tops. And so I think that tones it down. My ebony one's the same way.
How
My
about
ebony one
you?
has a nice tone, but it's not a loud projecting tone. And this one picks up the mids and the lows, but not the high notes very well. Not right. Not bad though. I'll be posting an unboxing video on it maybe by this weekend.
How expensive a ukulele is that?
This one with a gig bag and all the goodies that comes with it, I think it's $89.
Well, that's pretty good.
I mean, you can get cheaper, but again, this one came with a bunch of goodies. It came with a capo, with an extra set of strings, Aquila strings. What else I have in there? It had a Pisen labeled strap that goes with it. So it's certainly comparable or competitive with some others. I think that of the ones, the tone of the ones I like that I've gotten recently, I got a Donner concert recently, and I just love the tone on that thing. But this is okay. It's pretty.
Are these mostly like made in China?
Yeah, all.
Oh, they're all.
But what's not made in China?
Well, I know mine was made in China.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that Donald Trump's going to send me some more money, so I'm thinking I might spend it on a ukulele.
Nice.
There you go.
Mimi, how do you like your Blackbird so far?
You know, I like it for some things. I've discovered that I have a few different ukuleles, and each of them is good for a certain thing, but I'm not universally in love with my Blackbird as much as I thought I would be.
Oh.
And I want to second that because I have one too.
Yeah.
I love the way it sounds for some things, but I don't play it very often.
You know what? My favorite ukulele, I can show it to you, is my Kala tenor that Kevin Carroll recommended, and I'll show it to you. Hold on.
Is it one with a cedar top?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's the best, probably.
Yeah, I played those in Sam Ash, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I played those at Sam Ash.
Oh, that's
I
pretty.
think it's your top. And I have the number here inside. If you want, I can send it to you. And overall, this is my favorite. And then the one that I played tonight is my Kala Soprano, which I have a high G on. And I really like that one too if you're interested in a soprano, but tenor, it's just got a beautiful sound. And
You
actually,
guys-
what?
I was gonna say, do you guys want to hear some exciting news about ukuleles? I was on Facebook yesterday, and on Acklot's webpage, they posted 2 new ukes they're coming out with. They're both tenors. One is a 5-string. It has the double G, both the low and the high together.
Oh,
And they're coming out with an 8-string.
my God.
It's like a 12-string guitar, but it's like double courses, all 4 strings.
I can't keep
I
4
think they're
strings in
doubles or
tune.
re-entrant, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they're
I have actually 2 different 5-string ukuleles, and my favorite though is this one I have. It was made by a guy in England, and it is a soprano with 5 strings.
oh.
I'm pretty sure Kevin Jolly's go-to ukulele was a 5-string that had the low and the high G.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually had that passed on to me,
Oh,
and
very
I
good.
have that. So this is the soprano, and this one, this is Kevin's one.
Wow.
And
Nice.
it's a tenor, of course, and it had 2 high Gs.
Oh, really?
What make is that, Walter?
The color.
It's a Kala.
It looks like a Kala, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Kala.
And
The Acklots, like I said, the regular 4-string ones sound really nice. And so I'm looking forward to seeing these, but they're not for sale right now. I was talking to the lady, they only have, I think, 8 of each right now. I guess they're just testing them, but they're going to be producing them soon enough.
What are you thinking of getting, Paul?
I like the kind of deep voice of the Blackbird seems to have. So I was kind of thinking Blackbird, but now maybe I shouldn't think that.
Mine is a concert, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have a deep voice. Maybe the tenor does.
Yeah, they
I
have
always-
a tenor that is deeper.
Yeah, I always felt like the tenor had a sort of a deep sound to it, dark sound.
Well, you may like that anyway, but mine is the Clara, which is the pineapple-shaped concert.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have done a concert. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't really
You're
want
a
to.
tenor player, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I play a tenor. I have a concert that I occasionally play, but mostly I'm used to playing a tenor. So I don't.
Mimi, does that one have a low G or a high G in your hand there?
And
One in
of
your
my
hand.
has a low G.
Okay.
Got a beautiful sound. One time, and I was taking that ukulele in the classroom course with Kevin Carroll, and there were about 5 of us, and he decided we should all play each other's ukuleles, and everybody liked this sound the best. So I don't know, but I've been very happy with it. That's the only one I didn't pick myself. But I like my others. I have a few Kalas and then that one Blackbird, and I like all of them, and sometimes I enjoy playing the Blackbird. But I thought it was going to be my go-to ukulele, and it's not.
Oh,
Or
well,
like this one, unless sometimes, because my hands aren't huge, sometimes I just have a hard time stretching.
yeah.
And I'll go to one of my smaller ones.
Just today, I recorded a video, will be coming out in a while, where I compare side by side 3 different travel tenors that I have.
Yeah.
I have a K-Mice Zebrawood one, a Hurricane, a solid spruce top, and then I have a Mackay. And I played them each side by side so folks can see. And they all sound nice, that they're different. They're all nice. I mean, each of them has a certain
Yeah.
things you like.
You don't have any of the Kalas in there?
The only Kala, do I have any? Actually, I don't have any Kalas. I have a
I think
Makala.
of it, a travel tenor. I think of the classic Kala travel.
Okay.
Yeah, a
what
buddy
is
of mine,
travel
Chris
ukulele? I'm
Russell.
confused. They're already
Chris Russell
little.
from Uke Stuff on YouTube, he compared the Kala with the Hurricane, spruce top and mahogany.
I think the travel ukes are usually like half as thick, right?
Slimmer
Yeah.
body, and they're very
Okay.
light. I have a Kala travel concert. And it's a nice ukulele. It's got a pretty sound. Very, very light. I mean, it's so light when you feel it, you go, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
Yeah, right.
I really like mine. Sometimes when I've gone to events and things like this in the past, I've taken it with me.
Right.
Like, for example, when Kevin and I went to the Las Cruces Ukulele Festival, and just for lightweight, I took that one with me, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a good ukulele, I think, for,
Paulette, we couldn't hear what you were saying earlier.
I was just asking what a travel ukulele was because I never heard of that before. And compared to all of his guitars, Uke's already seemed so little that I couldn't understand why.
Basically, a very slim body, very light.
I'm feeling now like I need to go out and buy about 5 more ukuleles.
I need more.
I once heard James Hill talk about ukulele acquisition syndrome.
Well, we've got that with guitars. We've got guitars in every room. And just...
Paulette, are you seeing this thing that Steve's showing?
Hey, Paulette, this is my.
I see. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, compared to.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a lot thinner.
Yeah.
And again, and I have 3 of them that I did on the video, and each of them is actually different thickness. This is one of the thinner ones. But it sounds nice. It has an arched back, so it's actually fairly loud.
Yeah.
Was that Walter?
this is my Kala travel concert. So,
It's skinny. Yeah, it's pretty.
this is nice because it has spalted maple back.
Yours is different from mine. I think yours is prettier. Mine's, I don't remember what it's made out of. It's not as shiny.
Yeah, this one has spalted maple. It's a satin finish, though.
Yeah.
This is my sopranissimo.
Yes. Now that's a travel ukulele just because it is.
Yeah, by
It's in
definition.
your
Anybody
pocket.
have a sopranissimo that they're showing?
Yeah.
Jack did.
Yeah,
Show us
one,
again.
Japanese.
Okay, all I could see was Mary Jane.
Could you get a little, Jack?
I'm sorry?
Could you play a little bit on it? I want to hear it.
Sure, I just tuned it, and it'll quickly be out of tune. It's a cheapo. It's so small.
Crazy.
It's actually a sopranino. I just wanted to make a point of it being all it was. But
Yeah.
Actually, I bought one of those years ago when they first came out, and I tried to play it, and it went out of tune so often, and it was just so small it was hard to play. I finally ended up just selling it, but I know some people really love those.
I use it as an ornament on Christmas trees.
Oh, do you guys follow this guy who has a channel, Got Ukulele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just did a video a few days ago where he uses his daughter's Lego crane to lift a sopranino ukulele and then a soprano. It's kind of cute.
I have a question for you guys. How often do you change your strings?
That's a good question.
Never.
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 Wait till they
Well,
break.
When I break a string, I replace all 4.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I've had this for a year and a half, and it's got this, the same 3 top strings. I've replaced the low G a couple of times. But
The last time I replaced my strings, I had a wound low G on it, and once I wore through the winding on the 3 or 4 frets, it was like, okay, this has got to go.
yeah.
And then I replaced all 4.
Okay.
So I didn't play it till it broke. I just played it.
Do you
until-
play a low G now?
Yeah, I've got a flat wound G string on it, so it's smooth, and I like it better because it doesn't squeak when you slide your fingers up and down.
I've got a low G, but it's not wound at all. It's just a big enough string.
Yeah, I've got a set of those. I've got a set of Worth Browns that'll be the next set I try.
That's what this is.
You like them?
I
Yeah.
was going to recommend those too. Those are great strings, I think.
What's the name of the brand?
The Worth Browns.
Worth Brand.
WRO W-O-R-T-H, Worth.
They come
Worth great,
double
but
length.
I don't know if they're browns.
Well, Worth is the company,
Yeah,
and the browns are brown in color compared to their other ones.
Oh, okay.
different other than the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make a clear set too, and then they have the brown set.
Okay, well mine's clear. So are they different? Do they have a different sound, or is it just the color?
If you go to their website, they claim that the clear ones have a brighter sound
Okay.
and the browns have a more mellow sound.
Yeah, well that would make sense because that's what they usually talk about. A brown sound is more mellow. Yeah.
When I bought their strings, you have to cut them in half because there's two string lengths.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anybody
Okay.
had that experience?
What?
You're basically buying two sets with one.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But the strings are double length and you cut them in half.
So you get twice for your money.
Yeah, exactly.
You buy one set, you
For
get
it,
two.
too.
Where are y'all buying strings? I've been buying mine from Strings by Mail.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's where I've been buying.
That's where I've been getting mine.
Okay.
I've been an elderly music fan for many years and
Yeah,
get all mine that way.
I've shopped there. The Strings by Mail website, I've found that sometimes I know exactly what I want and I struggle to find it. So I think they maybe need to get a new web developer, but
You know,
they have
I've
a,
only had
they have a large
I had
inventory.
3 strings break. One was a an A string on a reentrantly tuned GCA baritone, and I replaced that with fishing line.
Yeah,
It works
well,
fine.
that's you.
I mean, but I had some fishing line. It was like a red fishing line, and it works great. And then I had the D strings on 2 baritones within like a month of each other, just pop, just sitting in the case. And I didn't even play them that much. And I ended up replacing them. I had some like old project guitars, and they had strings on them, so I just pulled the D off of those and put them on. But because they're made for guitars, not baritones, are a little bit floppy because they're not quite as high attention.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I've been tempted to go ahead and just swap out all those, just put some fresh ones on. I play them so much that I felt like I need to. So.
Let's see, we had somebody new join us. Amato?
Hi, Amato.
Hello?
And it seems like Amato's connection is a little slow or intermittent somehow.
It says connecting
He had a
to audio.
face but no name, and now he's got a name but no face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome aboard if you're still there.
Trying to be here anyway.
Here we go. There's an image.
You there?
Oh,
Oh,
Amato.
Bienvenido.
Go aboard. I don't think you can hear us.
Can you hear us?
just connecting to audio, maybe not.
Yeah.
He's not making it.
Yeah, I think that.
Anyway, well, the worst part about you doing 2 songs in the first part, Mary Jane, is normally we can depend on you having a song. Have you got a third one?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Well, go for it.
Barbara, you got a song too?
You know,
Barbara, you leaving?
No, I was gonna say I actually have a song too. So
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Let
cool.
somebody else do the beer song.
Okay, Barbara, play us a song.
Okay. Well, so this one, I have to give you the background, and I haven't practiced it very much. So this is the song. I had to sing it only for the beer part. It's not appropriate for the previous part.
Okay.
I
Only
cannot
for
wait.
adults.
Oh, this is a song that was popular in World War I. It's a drinking song, and my dad taught it to me. And he taught it to me and my brother when he was young. When we were young, my dad used to teach us drinking songs, and then we would sit on the porch and the 3 of us would sing his drinking songs together. And he was drinking his martini or his beer or whatever it was. So anyway, yeah, I thought I missed it during this hour and half the time I don't stay, but this is my dad.
All right.
So Anyway, it's Drunk Last Night. Does anyone know that song, Drunk Last Night?
No.
Maybe not.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, it's easy. It's in the key of C.
Everybody mute.
Okay. Drunk last night, drunk the night before. Gonna get drunk tonight if we never get drunk anymore. 'Cause when we're drunk, we're as happy as can be. For we are members of the South Family. The South Family is the best family that ever came over from old Germany. Oh, the Highland Dutch and the Lowland Dutch, Amsterdam Dutch and all the other big Dutch. Glorious, glorious. One keg of beer for the four of us. Glory be to God that there are no more of us, 'cause one of us could drink it all alone. Oh, that's it. That's the song.
I like your dad.
Yeah, I knew the chorus or the last part. I didn't know all the verse leading up to it, but it was a good song.
Well, it's in Wikipedia, and apparently there are other verses. Or that's
What's the name again?
Drunk Last Night.
Drunk last night. All right.
And you would have loved my dad. Everybody liked him. He was really gregarious, and
And he's got youth songs like that. So.
Yeah.
Well, Mary Jane, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an Irish collection. I've been working on trying to expand it. This does not represent one of the expansions. This is one I've known for quite some time, but it's called Paddy on the Railway. And while it's not exactly a drinking song, it definitely mentions drink. So it's as appropriate as anything for us. And it only has 2 chords, so just a D minor and C goes back and forth, you know. And that's what we do over and over again. So in 1841, I put my corduroy breeches on. I put my corduroy breeches on to work upon the railway. Fill-a-me-ori-ori-yay, 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 to work upon the railway. In 1842, I left the old world for the new. Bad cess the luck that brought me through to work upon the railway. When Pat left Ireland to come here and spend his latter days in cheer, his bosses, they did drink strong beer while Pat worked on the railway. Fill-a-me-ori-ori-yay, 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 to work upon the railway. It's Pat do this and Pat do that without a stocking or cravat, and nothing but an old straw hat to work upon the railway. And when Pat lays him down to sleep, the wiry bugs around him creep, and the devil a bit can poor Pat sleep while working on the railway. Fill-a-me-ori-ori-yay, 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 to work upon the railway. In 1843, 'twas then I met sweet Biddy McGee, and an elegant wife she made for me while working on the railway. In 1846, they pelted me with stones and sticks, and I was in one hell of a fix from working on the railway. Fill-a-me-ori-ori-yay, 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 to work upon the railway. In 1847, poor Minnie, she died and went to heaven. If she left one child, she left 11 to work upon the railway. In 1848, I learned to take me whiskey straight. 'Tis an elegant drink and can't be paid for working on the railway. Fill-a-me-yory-yory-yay, 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 to work upon the railway.
I like that song.
Yeah, you can play it in several different keys too, you know, and they're all easy because there's only 2 chords.
I like playing along a
I like it
2-chord
too.
song.
How did it sound on the Melodia, Jack?
Oh, I thought that was the. I thought you had your bong out. Was that a? I kept seeing you sucking on that straw. I thought, when is he going to exhale?
It's no purpose. Yeah, with the mute on, I just mime.
Didn't inhale.
I have a question for Walter. My almost 7-year-old granddaughter called the other night, and she was all excited because her babysitter's teaching her how to play the ukulele.
Yes.
My question is there a really good 1-chord song that a kid would like?
Well, there were always the ones that Kevin did.
There's
Which one?
You know, probably with
Texas
kids.
Cooking.
It started with Sleeping Brother John.
Yeah,
It's a
brother.
starter song.
Yeah, she would like. Yeah, Texas Cooking has so many words, and she's not.
Yeah, that is a little tough.
the Lime and the Coconut is a 1-chord song, right?
That's
Oh,
true.
that's right, Lime and the Coconut. Yeah, because she wanted me to play her something, so I played her All of Me, and she didn't like it. She said it's bad.
What did you think was going to happen?
They're off right away.
Oh boy, no, Grandma. You know.
What song was that?
The one I played tonight, you know, it was the one I was working on.
Oh, okay.
The one that's got 50 chords in it.
Well, I wasn't really expecting her to learn it, but she just said, oh, it's bad.
How old is she?
Exactly, play modern pop hits with 1 chord.
Modern Pockets?
Pop hits.
Yeah.
Oh, Pop Hits.
P-O-P-H-I-T-S.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Pop Hits with 1 chord. She's gonna be 7 in September.
How is she doing with the ukulele? Can she focus enough to learn even 1 chord?
I could tell we were doing this on, Zoom, and she lives in Virginia. And so I could tell, and her babysitter taught her something with just a C, but she was even having trouble, but she just needs a little more help, and you have to be there physically to help her with it. But she'll get it,
My niece has so much trouble pressing the 1 string down hard enough and not touching the other string.
Yeah.
She's a little older, about 9, I guess.
Who was this?
My niece.
Yeah. It's gotta be challenging, but I know, I think it was on YouTube or something. I just heard a 7-year-old who was learning the ukulele, and
There's always some 7-year-old somewhere who's way better than I'll ever be,
yeah, right.
Mozart.
South Korea has a lot of virtuosi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like this 8 or 9-year-old girl with like a full-size classical guitar, and she's got this like finger spread like a basketball player zipping up and down the neck. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like these prodigies that kids. Well,
It's amazing when you see one of those.
Yeah.
Teacher, Baby Shark. That's probably just 3 chords, and that's a song she'll like and know.
Which one?
Baby Shark?
Baby Shark.
Oh, no.
No?
I think I like to do it.
I like that
Now
song.
You've done it for the whole night for me.
Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark,
She
do
would like it, yeah. I sang her after she said All of Me was too sad. I sang her the Codfish Ball.
That's a good one. Just not three little birds.
How did she feel about the codfish ball?
Well, get as excited as I thought she would. I think, I don't know why, maybe the lyrics are like we're running by her too fast or something.
Well, she's a little young, and I mean, if she was watching the cartoon, it might be a little different than watching
That's
you.
right. No, I just don't have a lot of kids songs in my rep. I did do the Wheels on the Bus,
Oh, there you
That
go.
was that one. Yeah, and that's pretty much I think that's 2 chords or something.
Yeah.
Keep your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in one string.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
pretty easy.
All right, that's a
See
good.
here.
Yeah.
String.
Yes.
Last year, what song she liked? Maybe
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Barbara.
Can you come in? So, have you thought of asking her what song she liked? Maybe.
That's a good idea. It was, I was just taken by surprise but yeah, that's a great idea, just to ask her what she'd like to play.
The other thing you could do is you could have her do drop G tuning, and she can just bar chords and just do,
Bar
ABC,
chords are
DFG.
hard for a kid.
Yeah, she's not even really, I don't think she could do a bar chord,
Don't squeeze.
She's having trouble enough with the C, but, one day, yeah. Yeah, but I kept and I couldn't tell. It seemed like she was trying to do it upside down or something. But
Yeah.
you're not there. It's really hard to
Right.
help her. But
My grandkids had some fun with the C and then an A minor. Those sound pretty good together, just one finger.
right, one finger.
And just hearing the sound of it seemed to intrigue them a little bit.
That's a
C6.
C6. You need to chord. Yeah.
What? Oh, C6? Yeah. Zero strings.
Yeah.
0 fingers.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Barbara.
Good night.
Good night, Barbara.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take off too, guys.
See you, Gary.
I think it's about time to call it quits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Well,
I guess so. Gary's leaving. It must be over.
Y'all have a good week.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Too.